Hi guys, I'm just back from TK Maxx. The hair's all fuzzy. I've been rained on. I don't know how many times. I actually took an umbrella with me, can you believe? But of course you get so many bags, then you can't carry everything and you end up getting damp. So my hair's had a good old little frizzy fluffy. But I've been to TK Maxx. I love TK Maxx, so I go in there all the time. And of course now I'm buying things for the camper van, motorhome. As well as normal things. So I've got quite a few things to show you. Some of them may be of interest and some of them you may be like, who cares about that? But I'll show you anyway. First things first, I got a bundle or a bale of towels. Now, a lot of people said for camper vans, oh, get microfiber, but I can't bear the feel of microfiber. I can't use the microfiber turbans. There's something about it. It's like nails on a blackboard for me. And our bathroom towels are really quite thick. We've had them yonks, but they're beautifully thick ones. They're from Dunelm. They're sort of, is it hotel range or something? Dormer. They're Dormer ones. But anyway, they're very nice. But they take forever to dry. So I saw this bundle, which I thought was a really pretty colour. It's not coming across very well. It's like a peach. Can you see? A very pale peach colour. By a brand called Kennar. Since 1977. God, it comes as something when they're boasting about. And I was born in 1968. But anyway, it's a bundle of 6. Can I get any of them out? Oh yes, there's one. 2 bath towels, 2 hand towels and 2 washcloths, which is more than enough for us. So that's one of the hand towels. Now it's a lot thinner than the ones I have around the house. Not thin and horrible, but thinner, and I thought that that would be a better idea than taking some of these big heavy fluffy ones we've got and using them in the van. And I mean, I must say, microfiber towels, I buy them for the dogs, but the big size ones for adults, very expensive. These were even better. They should have been, I don't know, I'm about to they were in the sale in TK Maxx in the clearance section. They should have been, hang on, £18.99, and I got them for £14. I mean, that's nothing, is it? And they are quite soft, but much thinner, and I like the colour. So I was pleased with that. They can be cleaned, go out there and, you know, and I know that they're the camper van towels. So there we go. That was one. Also in their clearance section, they had some of these Wham Studio pots. These were £2.50. I don't know how much they are normally. £3. Maybe I've only saved 50p. I don't really know. And I can't get the label off this to have a look. Can I or can I? I think it might take the, yeah, it's taking the price off. As I peel it off, it's taking the original. So I mean, I've probably only saved about 50p. But again, something that people have been saying to me is, you know, to stop rattles and to make life easier is to use these sorts of pots. Now, you know I use them in my drawers. Anyway, oh, I can't undo this. I should be more organised. So I mean, even if I don't want them in the van, I can use them in this house. But I thought they were quite a nice depth. I could see that holding like a little medicine kit. You know, your paracetamol, your Imodium, a bit of milk and magnesia, you know, and just this little pot. I thought they were really good, and it was £2.50 for 4. So I thought it was pretty good and went for it. I keep saying I thought that was pretty good. Do you know, I've got such a headache today. Honestly, I was awake at 4 o'clock this morning, well, 3:45 this morning, thinking about driving the van. So I'm getting quite excited. It is excitement as much as anxiety, but it is beginning to get to me. So I'm a little bit kind of foggy-brained today. I picked up something for my granddaughter. I always do when I'm in there. I don't find their boys' clothes very good at all. They do a lot of sort of sportswear, which I think is great when the kids are sort of 10, 11, 12. But at their age, we still like to have a cute element to what they wear. So I tend not to buy the boys' stuff, but I get some great girls' stuff. This is by a company called Shrinking Violet. Look at that. It's a sweatshirt dress. It's got a pretty little frill on the bottom. It's just a really good going to nursery type dress. It was £9.99. Yeah, £9.99. I don't know what it would have been originally, but it's beautifully made and it is that proper sweatshirt fabric. So my little rough house girl will do well with that. I have to restrain myself because they have so many beautiful girls things. It's so beautiful. I have to literally drag myself away. I also got this in the reductions. This is a hanging bag storage, they call it. This was reduced to £4. I think it says 7 behind. I'm not entirely sure, but reduced to £4. I thought this would be great. This is the sort that hangs on a cupboard, and you can, again, fill it with bits and pieces. I was tempted to buy more, but I didn't. I just stuck to the one. I'm trying not to overdo it. But there are things that you want to hang up, and I thought this would be great. And in the back of my mind, I was actually thinking flip-flops or mules, sort of slippery things, his and mine, and it, you know, it can hang on the back of the door so that we take our shoes off before we even get in the van, kind of thing. So that's what was in my mind. Whether we'll be able to do it, I don't know. Whether we'll be well enough behaved, I hope we will. But yeah, £4, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to find a use for that, aren't I? I also picked up a little set of silicone trivets. Now, I've been thinking about this. I have, it's not granite, it's like quartz or something, my work surface. So I can put hot pans down, I don't have to think about it. But of course in the camper van, you're back to normal work surfaces in my mind. Is it not melamine? It's, oh, you know what I mean though. It's wooden, and then it's got a layer of a nice design in a kind of a plasticky, nylon-y, I can't even, please God say you know what the hell I'm talking about. But it's got a normal work surface, and you can't put a hot pan down, can you? Because you'll burn them. Formica! Formica, that's the word. So this is something we don't have at all. I wish it wasn't red. I'm not keen on the red, but I like the cream. These are Joseph and Joseph, and it was £4.99 for the two. So that's great, you know, take the kettle off the boil and put it all, you know, for frying some bacon with some bacon butties. We've got something to put them on. And I hadn't actually thought about it until I saw them. And then I thought, hang on a minute. And of course, they're little. So it works out, yeah, £4.99, so sort of £2.50 each for them, which is great. And look, I mean, you can push them together and it becomes this tiny little, so I was pleased with that. It's funny the things I'm finding. What else did I get? Oh, I got some tongs. Everything's falling. Yeah, I got some tongs. These are actually very pretty. Not that I would necessarily buy a tong for prettiness. These actually have butterflies on them. Can you see? I didn't buy them because of that. They're just a really nice size. One large, one medium. They were £5.99, which makes them sort of £3 each. They had individual ones that were more to my taste, that were sort of plain block colours, but they were £3.99 each. So two of those would have been more than this pack. They are silicone, which I think is quite good. You know, the plastic ones tend, eventually I managed to melt them. But because we'd just be using frying pans and, you know, turning toast, flipping, you know, if I'm doing some eggy toast, you know, in the frying pan or whatever, I think you've got to have some. So again, these can go out there and stay out there because I don't have enough in the house to sacrifice over to the van. I've got two in the house and they're staying here. Also picked up a pair of these scissors. Now I've got lots of kitchen scissors, and I could have just taken a conventional pair, but these were £3.99. down from RRP £9.99, but they're the ones that are multifunctional. Can you see? So you can open jars with them. They're just, I have had a decent pair of these shears before. Does it say in English anywhere? It doesn't actually say in English anywhere. They're German, I would think, or maybe Dutch, I'm not sure. But they are a multi-purpose kitchen shear. But what they're great for is these ones, I've found you can cut chicken carcasses and things with them. You've got the bit in there that helps you open jars or you know, anything you're having problems with. I think they're great. And again, it's kind of a multi-purpose. They're not just a scissor, they're more of a shear. They can do more things. So again, caravan, forget about it, stick it in the drawer. It'll cover most eventualities. Bought hubby a pair of shorts. Got a bit carried away with that. It was sunny yesterday. But actually, in all seriousness, I got them again for the caravan. They're just these sort of, what do you call them? Sort of like sweatshirt fabric shorts. I thought it was a nice colour. They're by Redefined Rebel. It's very difficult because when I need things like this for Nick, he won't wear things that have big logos on or anything like that. It's not him. So I saw these. I mean, they have a little discreet on the pocket. There's a little bit of something, but nothing on the front. They're beautifully soft. I mean, I'm quite envious of these, I must say, in a lovely colour. These were $14.99, and again, I was thinking, in the caravan, I mean in the summer obviously, but in the caravan or motorhome, if it's warm, etc., he can wander around in these, be perfectly decent, but very, very comfortable. Great for after a shower, or if you've come back and you've got like wet jeans from walking with the dogs and you need to put something on, slip those on. I picked up our dinner service for in the caravan, and it is Melamine. I got 4 of each. I thought that was a lovely design. It's by Pour la Maison Jeff Banks, 100% melamine. I think it's just nice, that little rim of pink, grey in the middle. So I got 4 dinner plates, 4 little side plates, and 4 bowls. I'm just checking. The bowls were $2.49 each. The side plates were $1.99 each, and the main plates were $2.99 each. I mean, it's not the cheapest, but melamine is more expensive. And I've had bamboo things in the past. I've bought quite a few bamboo sets. If you drop them on a hard surface, they break. So, I mean, they don't shatter like China. They still break. I had to stop this and gallop off because there was someone at the door. Amazon parcels, not for me. They were for 1 for Jay and 2 for Nick. So. For once they weren't for me. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, the melamine. We did the melamine dinner service, didn't we? And I think 4 place settings. I mean, that's what really, we probably only need 1 each, but yeah, because it's TK Maxx, you know that you can't, then they're not going to keep getting it in. So it was like, do I get 2 or do I get 4? And I went for 4. Anyway, last few things. I picked up the cutest little cheese grater. Isn't that cute? It's so small. This one's by Fackelman, and it was $2.99, and it's non-stick, and it's just the cutest little cheese grater. I mean, of all the things that you need in a caravan, why is this? But we both of us love cheese on toast, cheese omelettes, scraping a bit of parmesan over the... I think cheese can just about zhuzh up. Can zhuzh up just about anything is what I'm trying to say. So of all the things that we would have been like, oh, I think a cheese grater would have been one of them. And I have 2 cheese graters in the house, so I could have taken one out there, but they're both really big and would take up a lot of cupboard space when really we only need a tiny little thing. Then I bought, and this is not for the caravan, my teapot. Oh, it's Le Creuset. It matches the mugs that I buy when I find them. It's the white with the sort of, I think they call it nutmeg interior. I was so over the moon to see this, and they actually had this style and the ones that have a more rounded body, but I love the modernness of this. It's actually reminiscent more of a coffee pot than a teapot to me, but usually a coffee pot is taller again, isn't it? But and I wouldn't have a teapot and a coffee pot, but I mean, I was just ecstatic to find it. They were selling it for, I paid $19.99, and the recommended retail on it is £47, and I believe that. It's not marked in any way as a second, or, I mean, there's literally, I just can't see how it could be a second in any way. I think it is the genuine article, and I was over the moon, properly over the moon, because this is really, I love this stuff. I mean, I love this stuff. So yeah, got the coffee pot. And the last thing I picked up when I was in there was, no surprises there, a basket. This is going to live, the van that we have has 2 single beds and then like a little chest of drawers between it. This is actually going to live on the top of the chest of drawers. It's going to have our pajamas thrown into it every morning. Our sort of nighttime routine stuff. So our pajamas, not that I have any, you know, the glasses that I wear a different pair of glasses when I read in bed. We listen to various things. So it's all going to be popped into this basket. Isn't that beautiful? Now they have quite a few like this, and ones with rainbows on them and ones with big pom-poms on them. They're actually in my TK Maxx, they're downstairs amongst the kids things, because I mean it would look amazing in a nursery, but I just thought it would look amazing in my van. Oh yes, there is a price. I was going to say, oh, I haven't got a price tag left on it. It was only $14.99, and it's going to mean that, you know, we can get up, shower if we're going to shower or whatever, get dressed, put all of our nighttime stuff in here into the pretty basket, and if we then are going to drive the van, we can just put the whole basket. There's a cupboard again. I'm trying to remember, but there is a cupboard under one of the beds that I think this will fit into beautifully, and it will just, you know, slot away. There won't be things flying around, and it's, you know, and it's pretty to look at. It just will add a little bit of colour and a little bit of lushness to the place. And $14.99. I mean, and the great thing is, if I don't like the camping, I still like the basket. So there we go. That was TK Maxx. Now they have so much Easter stuff in there. I'm not going to bother decorating the house for Easter this year, I don't think. Not that I did it a lot last year, but I did do a bit. I'm not going to bother this year, I don't think. I think it's great for sort of people that want to put photos up on Instagram, and if you've got little, you know, if you've got children of your own, little children of your own. But I mean, you know, I'm 53, I'll be 54 soon. Yes, I see a lot of my grandchildren, but they're not in here enough to really appreciate Easter decorations. And then it's just more clutter. But they have some beautiful stuff in there. I mean, wreaths for the doors. They have dinner services, they have ornaments, they have, you name it, they've got it, and it is lovely. So I mean, I had to restrain myself, I'm telling you ladies, because I love all this sort of thing, and I did have to, I walked along going, I quite like that, you know, all the way down the aisle, and then I stopped myself and said, look, you know, come on, this is silly. What do you want it for? It's just something that you would put out once a year for, you know, a few days, and then you would have to put it in a box and put it away. That is not to say, if I see something that I just think is so the word for the centre of my table, I will, because the table is the one place that I will give a nod to the season. You know, I have a pumpkin that goes up. I don't do a lot of that sort of seasonal decorating. I know some people love it. My sister-in-law, who's American, she makes the most amazing wreaths for the door, and she's done one. She just put it online for us to see, and it's a wreath and it's got the back end of a bunny, as though the bunny is leaping through the wreath. It is amazing, but it is far more normal to do that kind of thing in America. And I think honestly, in the crowd that they mix with, and the area they live in, I think if she didn't decorate, people would think there was something wrong with her. Whereas here, we don't have to do all that nonsense, do we? So I restrained myself, and it was hard. But I am trying to get better about really only buying things that I want and need. But yeah, I mean, if I see an amazing bunny or something, it may just have to come home. But I wasn't going to buy into the wreath. I mean, I live it, nobody sees my door. I put a wreath on at Christmas because, well, it's Christmas. But I mean, I think if I lived in a town and, you know, people could see my front door from the pavement, I probably would still do all the different wreaths, because I think that's lovely, decorating the front of the house. But actually decorating inside, no, not really, it's not for me. So, but if you are into that, or you've got an event or something, amazing, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And there's lots of stuff in that, you notice I've bought a lot that's reduced. There's a lot of reduced stuff in there at the moment because the seasons are changing. So anyway, that's me, I'm chunching on again. I have also been to Poundland today, so I will probably do that video now in a minute. Will I do it now in a minute? No, I'll probably do it tomorrow now. I'm tired. I'm such a whinger at the moment, but yeah, lots going on and not sleeping. It's excitement. I know it's excitement, but it's also nerves. So I'll be glad when it's here, when I've driven it home on Friday and I can just go, yeah, I was able to drive it. Didn't have an accident, I was able to drive it, and it's here. And then I think, yeah, I'm going to be taking tiny steps, but it's, you know, it's excitement and nerves for Friday. You're going to see this. Oh, it'll actually be Friday. You'll see this? Will it be Friday? Yeah, I think it might be Friday that you're seeing this video. I am planning on filming before I go, so you can see the bag of nerves that I am. I won't let Nick film me trying to drive. I think I'll have enough on my mind. But then when I come back, I'm going to introduce you to Penny. I think we've decided to call her Penny. Well, I love a bit of alliteration, and I think Penny the Pilote, Penny Pilote is quite a cute name. And just about everything here has a name. My car is Bianca. I have a suitcase. I'm not even going to go into that. Anyway, we like to name things. So I think it's going to be Penny, and I will give you a little sort of overview and so on, because we don't know what the weather's like on Friday. They're saying showers, but it's guaranteed sunny for Saturday. So I may end up actually filming the inside of the van and putting it together for Saturday. But yeah, I get very confused. When I'm talking to you, I think you're hearing me right this very second. Anyway, I'm off. I don't know how the heck I'm going to edit this. I've done it again. Chunter, chunter, chunter. I'm off, and I'll see you really soon. Okay, bye guys.